Coming out first, going to be fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 202.5 pounds, currently undefeated with a record of 1-0, doing it for World Martial Arts and Fitness. Please make some noise for Tony SHIRLEY.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming out to the cage right now, we have Tony SHIRLEY. This young man is 27 years old, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 202.5 pounds. He is coming here with a perfect record of 1-0 in the kickboxing, and he is training out of where?
That World Martial Arts and Fitness again. Right,
okay.
Out of Clearfield up there with Chris Morris.
All right. And I do apologize. I said Muay Thai and then corrected to kickboxing. He's fighting in kickboxing, but his previous fight was a win in Muay Thai. So I'm excited to see how he does in kickboxing without being able to throw those elbows. And let's see what his opponent looks like.
Hi to everybody at home watching on the couch, but all the cool kids are here in person, so you got to come check it out live. His opponent tonight going to be fighting out of the black corner, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 209 pounds, making his amateur kickboxing debut, representing Agima. Please make some noise for HAYDEN HIXSON.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have HAYDEN HIXSON walking out right now. He stands 6 foot tall. He weighed in at 209 pounds, and he is 24 years old. He has a perfect record of 0-0. What does that mean?
One of those O's has got to go.
Yes, sir. He is training at Team Agima. What do we know about those guys?
Well, we know that beautiful man taking his shirt off over there is Court McGee.
That beautiful bearded man.
Yes, fantastic local guy. Started out on the local level here in some of our shows. I believe it was Ultimate Combat Experience. Moved all the way up to the UFC. Just a phenomenal guy. Great backstory, but a hell of a fighter and an amazing coach.
Yep.
There's a lot more you could say about him, but that's a nutshell of it, right?
Yeah. Well, and he's got Dane over there with him as well. I believe Dane was in the corner as well.
Yeah, Dane Aristobal over there. Phenomenal jiu-jitsu coach.
Yes.
Grappling coach. So these guys get ready to do this thing. As far as a kickboxing match goes, very similar to the Muay Thai. The biggest rules are the clenches can only last for, I believe, 3 to 5 seconds, and then no elbows.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing right there.
Hence, no elbow pads.
Exactly. Ooh, big right hook by SHIRLEY.
Nice action right out the gate. Seeing good movement at HAYDEN.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Nice.
Not throwing that kick with the front leg, dropping it down and reaching through with that right cross. I like that.
Throwing the two after. I like it. He's keeping that movement, moving to the outside.
Nice calf kick by Tony. Ooh.
Tony just putting that blocker up, saying, "All right, give it."
Well, and it's because what you're seeing there is that HAYDEN's landed a couple clean right crosses.
Well, HAYDEN stands pretty busy. He's keeping that pace up. 1, 2, boom,
Ooh,
boom.
And then that uppercut to the body.
He's keeping that pressure on.
Good combos, good push. Ooh. And Tony coming alive, moving in. Love the back and forth, right?
Well, I think Tony likes to fight.
Yeah, I think so.
You see him get a little smile on his face.
Low blow. Yep.
The night of the low blows.
I hope that's not the theme for the night, but so far. All right, and again, Tony's going to have up to 5 minutes to recover from this. Looks like he got hit pretty good.
Yeah. That one looks worse than the last one.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, right there.
Well, I think he was talking to his corner about how he just got hit in the junk.
Right.
And the inspector stepped in and said, no, you can't talk to him.
Can't talk to him, yep.
Yeah.
So if there is a foul in the fight, the reason that you're sent to the neutral corner or the the center of the cage
Yeah.
at the centermost part between both corners.
Away from your corners.
Yes. So both fighters are supposed to be in a position that is the furthest from each corner.
Yes.
So that puts them in the center here, the neutral corner. And the reason for that is you're not allowed to get coaching during a foul.
Yeah, and if you're in the corner and you start to give coaching,
Then-
you have an inspector sitting
Yeah.
right with you in the corner, they will stop you, and that's what I just saw happening here.
So when you say inspector, that's a member of the athletic commission that's observing and supervising
Yes.
what's
Yes.
going on in that corner. Generally, they leave you alone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless you're grabbing the cage or doing something crazy. But there are certain things that they enforce really effectively.
Like talking
during a
yeah,
foul.
Talking
Yeah.
during a foul.
All right, back to some action. Hayden with those right crosses again. Ooh.
Came back up high. Good head movement.
Ooh, big right hand from Hayden.
Yes.
Good. Ooh, another big right hand by Hayden. He's landing that right cross, cross and that hook very effectively.
He's got good angles on him.
Yes. Well, and it's like he's not just angle-wise. He seems to be finding that opening on Tony Shirley, even without changing any directions or changing the angle. He's just every time Tony's right or left hand is coming down, you're seeing that right come right into his chin.
Tony looks like he's struggling.
I mean, weathering happens, you know.
Yeah.
And look where his hand's at, right?
Yeah.
You get a little bit out of the aggression and the adrenaline, but when it's all said and done, your belly don't feel too good after one of those.
No, I am curious what is going on in that corner. I'm trying to take a peek at that. So, what are your takeaways from that round?
I really liked what I saw out of Tony early on, and I did see some really good things out of Tony throughout the round. But I think that Hayden was so much more aggressive and so much more accurate with those strikes and landing heavy strikes as well. That definitely was a Hayden round.
Yeah, agreed. I think that was Hayden's round. I think Hayden was coming forward,
Yes.
controlled the pace,
Yes.
landed a lot of shots.
He did get that low blow, but it was not deemed an intentional low blow. There was no point deduction.
Yeah,
So
I don't see that as a negative thing to him in that round.
Not when you look at it judging, from the criteria of the judges.
No. Well, I don't think it was on purpose.
No. If it was, it would have been something. Dave has been doing this, the referee for this bout. He's been doing this for about 20 years now, and he's not going to let something like that slide.
No.
It's more obvious than you think when you intentionally accidentally hit someone in the jaw.
Yes. I like that, intentionally, accidentally.
Yeah. It's like, at the higher levels, there's no such thing as an accidental eye gouging, but yet it happens all the time. You see our amateur kids go 30 fights and never get an eye gouge, and then you see the high caliber top tier guys every single fight getting 3 or 4
eye gouges.
Yeah.
Well, and here we go. I mean, we slowed down a little bit more, but Hayden's still kind of putting on that pressure.
Yes.
He's got Tony backed up against the cage. There comes.
But then you see a quick little shots from Tony where he just explodes for 2 to 3 punches, and then slows back down again.
Tony's got some hands, and he'll slip away and throw them. And
yeah, like right there.
Yeah,
that last right landed, just not as effectively.
Yes. But it's also not as consistent as the pace that Hayden's putting on.
Right. That was not that one wasn't a low blow. That was right in the stomach, like right at the top of the waistband. But foot hit skin. He was going for a push kick. I'd love to see a replay on that, but I definitely do not think that was a low blow at all from my angle, let alone an intentional one.
I honestly couldn't tell you, but I'd love to see a replay on it. Hint, hint.
Hint. I know at times we've had issues with the replay machine back there in the back room, so it's okay if we don't get to see it. But, ooh, nice right cross.
When they get back at it, and here we go.
Got to say that Hayden's doing a good job of effectively striking with someone that fights in the southpaw.
Yes. which isn't the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's usually an advantage for the southpaw.
Yes.
They're usually able to close the distance. And, ooh, that was a good shot by Tony right there, right to end the round. But, yeah, usually you're seeing an advantage in the connecting strikes and slipping punches from the southpaw because it's the unorthodox style and it's harder to train against. But for them, they're always training against.
Yes, they're training
against
every day
right-handers.
almost, right?
So it's impressive to see him be that effective against the southpaw.
Well, and he's doing a good job. He's keeping his angles. He's keeping that foot outside. He's landing the twos.
Right.
I mean, he's doing a good job. And honestly, Tony's got to come out and get the finish here in this round if he wants to win.
Absolutely.
You know, we haven't had any point deductions from any of these low blows, so that's not affecting anything. And I honestly give Hayden both rounds.
Yeah, same. It's at least that's how I'm seeing it. Ooh.
Are we tired?
I mean,
Just spit.
Just get rid of the fatigue. Just spit the fatigue out.
Hey, sometimes you can do that.
Yep. You know, we used to have a saying throughout my entire military career is puke's just weakness leaving the body.
Yeah. Then you'll feel better right after.
Right. Nice touch of the gloves.
Good movement. Look for the two.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, good.
Before the foot even landed down on the ground, he was leaning in with that right cross.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, a couple good shots by Tony Shirley
looks
landed.
like Tony's coming out to fight round 3. I think he landed that heavy one at the end of round 2.
And realized, okay,
got a little taste.
That's what I got to do.
Said, all right, I need to land some more.
Mm-hmm. And he's landing cleaner in this third round than he did with the exception of that last punch in the second round. He's landing cleaner than he did in the previous 2 rounds as well.
Yes. But I do like Hayden's foot movement, right? I mean, he's cutting off the cage in general. He didn't right there as well. He's not right there as well. But he's been keeping that center of the cage. But maybe just Tony's not taking it. No. Maybe that's the difference.
Ooh. You know, he does seem to react well, too. But Tony definitely coming alive in this third round. He's landing some good shots. Hayden doing those angle changes again, like you were talking about before.
Yeah.
But, ooh. I think that hit the throat.
Somewhere.
I mean, looked like it touched the chin, but it might have slid right under. Ooh. Good slip by Tony.
Yeah. Ooh. And then he landed a few.
Ooh, nice uppercut. Ooh. Ate almost a head kick right there by slipping to the side, but good aggression to end out the third round right here by both of these guys.
Yeah.
Great.
There we go.
That's how you want the last 10 seconds of a fight to look.
Hey, the big boys got us started right.
Right, that was fantastic. Okay, so what's your takeaway on that third round? Obviously, we've both felt like Hayden HIXSON took the first and second round from Tony Shirley. What are your thoughts on the third round?
Honestly, the third round, I mean, Tony did the best. That was his best round out of all of them.
Yes.
Frankly, it wasn't enough to win the fight.
I agree. I don't think it was a 10-8
so I think Hayden got
like
that one. But it was nice seeing Tony come alive, especially at the end.
Yes.
You know?
I would not be surprised if we see this being a 29-28 fight for Hayden. But at the same time, I've been wrong in the past. So I'm not going to call it until they tell us coming from the microphone inside the cage.
That's their job.
Exactly.
Let's let them do it.
All right, let's take it to the cage and find out who won this fight.
Sounds good to me.
The scores again. Talk to your table mates. See what they think. We'll tell you what the official results are in just a minute. All right, can I get both fighters to the center of the cage, please? Both fighters to the center of the cage. Do me a favor, gang, one more time. Make some noise for these warriors. Here are your scores from the judges. Stephen Farragher with a score of 30-27. Dan First with a score of 30-27. Nathan Burbank with a score of 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the black corner, HAYDEN HIXSON.
All right, everyone, I'm here with your winner, HAYDEN HIXSON. You are undefeated right now. How are you feeling, brother?
Hey, I'm feeling good. Stuck to the plan, came out here. Big thanks to Court, Tyler, Agima, and my family that's out here, man. I'm feeling great.
Awesome, man. Is there anyone else you need to thank?
I need to thank my beautiful wife, Summer, for making these sacrifices to allow me to follow my dream. This is freaking awesome. Thank you, Summer.
All right, brother. Are you going to come back and do this for us again?
Hell yeah, I'll be here for a long time. You better come out, remember the name, HAYDEN HIXSON.
All right, brother. We can't wait to see you come back and do this again. Everyone give it up for your winner, HAYDEN HIXSON!